Hi everyone, today's video is all about how to choose a new haircut or hairstyle. I'm a little bit bored with my hair at the moment. This always happens. As soon as my hair gets a little bit long, I want it short again. And when it's short, I want to grow it long. So every 2 or 3 years, I always have this kind of thing where I want to freshen up my look and just have a bit of a change really. And I think lots of us are like that. But this video is all about how to avoid making a huge mistake. It's never a huge mistake because you know what, it grows back. It's not the end of the world. It's not like having some kind of tattoo somewhere obvious then that you really regret and you've got to have lasered off. But I thought that I'd put together some pointers anyway. Now, you might really like my hair, and I mean I do love it. I look at it now and I think I really like having it long. However, I've just washed my hair and it always looks really good when I've just washed it. And I can't wash it all the time, and I'm really useless at remembering to style it. I'm just quite lazy about styling it. So it always just kind of looks like this, or it looks like this, or this, or this. So 90% of the time it's tied back, which isn't, I mean it looks nice, but it's not that inspiring. And I do fancy a bit of a change. I haven't decided completely, but I think that I probably will have one. So let's get on with the hair cutting tips. Now tip 1 is finding your style inspiration. I know that sounds a bit cheesy, but I think with haircuts it's quite useful. And my one, this is the whole thing that sparked my hair change, is Carly Kloss. Now Carly Kloss had big wavy Victoria's Secret hair, and then for Vogue she had it cut, and I think it's such a beautiful, fresh, I don't know, it's just a bit different. Everybody has long hair, and you know, sometimes I think it's nice to have a different style. It just kind of sets you out from the crowd. So I really love what she's had done. She's got the kind of face that can carry it off. And on the same day, I was watching my honeymoon video with a friend of mine. And when I got married, I had quite short hair and very, very blonde. Now, that was because I did a campaign for Schwarzkopf about 2 or 3 months beforehand. So I was intending to have long hair when I got married, and I bought all my dress to fit around it. But then I had very short hair. So I was looking at this video and I thought, actually, I really, really love it. It looks very fresh, it looks really young, and I want it like that again. And the whole Carly Kloss thing happened at the same time. But to find your style inspiration, you know, go through magazines, look for people's hair that you really like, cut them out, put them on a piece of paper, or if you're online, make a Pinterest board and pin pictures of hair that you like. I think it's always quite good to go for people who haven't been overly styled. So maybe steer clear of these hair magazines where it's all kind of coiffed to within an inch of its life. I used to do those magazines and it's really, really overstyled, and you're not going to be able to spend 4 hours a day styling it and kind of cutting it into that shape. So look for things that are a little bit more casual and realistic, and cut them out, stick them on a piece of paper or Pinterest them or put them on your blog, whatever it is you want to do, and then move on to the next step. Now the next step is identifying which of your previous haircuts and hairstyles have been a disaster and which have been successful. Now I've had so many different hairstyles, and I find it quite easy now to look at what I like and don't like in each one. Now when I look at myself with long hair, it looks great when it's really styled, but a lot of the time it's not styled and I see it kind of looking quite drab. So I've got loads of pictures of me on fashion shoots and it's been really nicely done. But when I'm at home, mostly it's just tied back or it's just hanging loose like this. And I look at it now and I think, actually, I really do love it, but we'll see what happens. So have a look at your own photos from the past and ask other people as well. Ask your mum, ask your friends, you know, say, which of my haircuts do you really like? What do you think suits me? Get other people's opinions. You've got to be quite honest and think, did I suit that? Did it work for me or not? When I look at myself with long hair, I always think, I really want it to just be a bit shorter so that it's, I don't know, easier to style and it kind of falls into a style. So that is the next step, to kind of collate your pictures and work out what did and didn't work for you. The next thing to consider is practicality. So, you know, if you're going to cut a fringe in, can you really be bothered to style a fringe every morning, or is it going to drive you mad? Do you hate having hair on your face? If you hate having hair on your face and you're going to cut it in a way that's always on your face, you're going to absolutely hate it. So just think about little things like that. Think about, if you've never had short hair before, do you like your ears? Do you think your ears are odd and you've always tried to hide them? In which case, You know, are you going to feel self-conscious if you've now got them out? I don't know, you know, are you self-conscious about the shape of your face, and at the moment your hair works for that shape but it might not work with a different hairstyle? All these things you've got to look at, but I think the most important one is maintenance. So if you're changing the colour, look at how often you'll be able to afford to have your colour redone, or how much time you have to have your colour redone. Trimming, you know, will you have time to go in every couple of weeks to have a fringe or bangs trimmed? Will you have time to have your layers trimmed? If you have layers cut in, can you be bothered to style all of those layers? Will it look rubbish if you don't have the layers styled? All of these things you need to consider. And then once you've thought about that kind of thing, you need to talk to your hairdresser. So hairdresser, now listen, when I decide to do my hair, I'm going to take you with me to see my hairdresser and my colourist. Hopefully I'm going to be able to get the same hairdresser who cut Carly Kloss's cut. I'm hoping, I've got my fingers crossed, but I shall let you know. I mean, because that would be amazing, purely because I want to be able to get all of his tips and put them in a video and kind of make this into a really good series. And I'm also going to see my colourist, John, who you've met in, I think, a vlog that I did. I need my roots doing anyway, but he's really good at kind of helping me decide on new tones in my hair. And I think if I'm changing the length, if I'm going to go ahead and do that, then I probably need to tweak the colour a little bit as well. So I'll have a sit down with him too and talk about what I need to change there. But mainly with the cut, you know, it's about talking to your hairdresser and saying, this is the cut that I kind of want, but how do I adapt this so that it perfectly suits me? Because a haircut on one person might look brilliant on you, it might look slightly weird. Sometimes the hairdresser has to kind of tweak it a little bit so that it looks great on you. So really take the time, if you can, to have a consultation. If they want to just rush straight in and get the scissors out, then don't go with them. They should be happy to spend a little bit of time talking over with you the kind of hairstyle that you want. And you know, you shouldn't feel embarrassed to have pictures with you, pictures of how your hair used to be or how you want it again, or celebrities and models and film stars that you like the look of their hair. You know, have all that with you, and they should be really willing to kind of talk it through with you. And if they're not, then perhaps don't trust them with your new look. Okay, well, I hope that's been helpful. I'm going to take you through the rest of the steps with me. I'm pretty sure that I am going to change it because, I mean, I know that lots of you love long hair, but I just do get so bored of it. A lot of people have got long hair, and I think that it's quite nice now and again to have a little bit of a freshen up. Now, obviously, that's not how it will look, but you know, when you kind of lift your hair away from your neck, sometimes long hair can kind of drag the eye down, whereas having it a little bit shorter can really kind of make the face look a bit fresher and younger, because you've got a bit of neck showing and you're kind of concentrating on the features. But it all depends what kind of face you've got, I suppose, and face shape and, you know, type of hair. So some things to think about there. I hope that's been helpful. Make sure you're subscribed, and then you'll get the next hair video straight into your inbox. Give this a big thumbs up if you want to come on the rest of the hair journey with me, and I shall see you in the next video.